one final guest. Save the best for last. In the studio, live. This is Tom Smith, everyone. Please welcome Tom Smith. May, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're doing great. It's been a good time. So,
just
mate,
about made it.
I know, can't believe it. It's we're almost there. But mate, you've just literally got off a plane. Is that right?
Yeah.
Got in a cab.
Yeah.
And made your way here.
Yeah, because there's a tube strike on today.
Yes.
So it is like the apocalypse outside, and it is crazy. But just about made it.
That's amazing. You're here. You're in the flesh. It's fantastic. And mate, you just come from Scotland, and so is Soul Survivor.
Yeah.
Is that right? So
yeah, had 5 days in Scotland doing Soul Survivor, and it was the second year we've ever done Soul Survivor Scotland. So it was incredible just to, see that grow. We had 500 people last year, and we're now up to, I think we had 800 people come this year. So we had a mini Big Top in this amazing location on an estate in Scotland overlooking the mountains. It was just beautiful. So, but yeah, God did some amazing things this week, and we had over 50 people give their lives to Christ, and it was just such a real special week. And yeah, it was amazing.
Fantastic, man. It's so good to hear. And then so over the last couple of years you've been getting involved with Soul Survivor, and I guess so you've just done Scotland. You did was it week A?
Yeah, we had week A last week.
Week A, and then you're about to go into the long stretch.
The big one.
The
BC and Momentum. Yeah. So no, it's been amazing. Soul Survivor A was real special as well. I think we've been introducing some of these new songs as well, and the kids have just been going absolutely bonkers. It's amazing, to see that. We had a little coffee with Mike yesterday, and he was saying, I've never seen the young guys go for it like this before, which is amazing. And so we're just really excited to see what God's doing, and it feels like something new. It feels like something Soul Survivor A was just so special. We had 300 people give their lives to Christ, and it was just, there's nothing better than seeing this young person come forward at the end of the week, having sat through all the talks, all the worship, not really getting it, and then right on the last day give their life to God. And it's like, wow, that is why we do this. Absolutely. And it's just so special.
It's amazing. Why do you think Soul Survivor is so important, for young people, once a year coming out into a festival, usually in sort of rain, wind, camping, but there's just so many young people. There's like over 30,000 people that come. What is it? Why do you think it's important that this festival, things like this can go on?
I think it's such a vital age where guys are discovering themselves and everyone's growing up, so you're learning so much about who you are and about what you want to do with your life. And then you go to this week. I mean, you ask anyone who's a Christian, and it's like, where did you become a Christian? And most of us became Christians in a field in Somerset, in Shepton Mallet. So it's like so much stuff happens at those Soul Survivor weeks. I think when I went as a youth group, and it was the first time I ever got filled with the Holy Spirit, and from there that's when I knew I wanted to live my life full out for God. And it's the same for all these teenagers going, that this is such a vital age for them when they're discovering themselves, and when God willing, they discover God, and they discover that that's what they want to do with their lives. They want to follow God, and it's such an incredible thing. And it's just such a fun week as well. We're really shaking things up at the moment, Soul Survivor, trying to do things brand new. So we had this thing called Colour Chaos, where it is pure chaos, where it's just pure fun as well, where everyone's got a little powder paint sachet, and everyone just throws it at each other, and you have a white t-shirt on, and you just cover each other in paint. Wow. So it's like... also amazing. Like, we just want to have so much fun.
Absolutely.
And we had a foam party, which was hilarious. Everyone got absolutely soaked. So it's just a fun week where guys are able to have community with each other as well, and grow as a youth group together, and really go on that journey together.
It's amazing, mate. It's so good to hear. It's going strong, mate. And I guess, talking a bit about music, you're saying about the songs, you just released this EP, Sound of Heaven. We just heard the title track song, and it's a brilliant EP, mate, and it's exciting, you know, just to see some of the songs just come to life, and you know, Focus, when we did some of the songs, it's just fantastic. It sounds like it's happening the same thing at Soul Survivor. And I mean, just tell us a bit about the process of how the EP came about. Tell us about, you know, the writing process, and I guess what your hope is for the EP.
No, it all kind of started around Christmas time when you had a little bit of downtime and you're thinking like, right, what are the dreams that I want to do this year? What are the dreams that God's placed in my heart? And one of them was to do an EP. So I really prayed about it and was like, yep, okay, I'm going to go for it. And prayed to God, and you know, felt God kind of gave me the word fearless this year. So that's kind of mine and my wife Susie's word for this year. And so this was one of our dreams. So it was like, right, let's do it and give it everything we got, and pray that God, you know, provides for it. And we had no money, nothing or anything like that. So we raised the money through Kickstarter, which is this website where you fund creative projects and you do it all on social media and everything. And we were absolutely blown away that got funded, and we were able to make the record. And so I've been writing songs with Martin Smith, Nick Herbert, and they were so incredible and encouraging and helping write those songs and stuff. So and then we just got recording, got it going, and recorded it back in February, and then we've just been mixing it, mastering it, and road testing it a little bit before Focus and Soul Survivor, and so it was really good process. Learnt so much, and just loved that, you know, seeing the song come alive in the studio when it comes from this like rough little iPhone demo, and then suddenly, you know, it really helped with Johnny Bird produced the album, and Martin helped a lot with it as well. And it's just such an amazing thing seeing the song come to life when it's just been in your head for a few months. Yeah,
it's great. And I think it also models just, you know, I think the EP is really fresh as well. The sounds that you've done, and the sort of I think it's a kind of new lease of life into worship music. It feels like worship is just sort of, it's, you know, the doors are open and anything kind of happens now. And I think what you've kind of released is just really fresh, man. It's exciting to see what God's doing with it. And I think it's an example to young people as well. You know, just like, you know, you don't have to be leading, you know, worship at these big festivals and all that sort of stuff. You know, or to have a record deal or all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's actually, you know, you just had a heart to do it. You just said, right, we're going to do it. And I think, you know, sometimes we can kind of, back down, but it's great. You know, you paved the way in that. And,
cool.
It's exciting, man.
That's great, man.
And I think, what is sort of one of the things, you know, leading, you know, Soul Survivor, you know, what are some of the stories you've been hearing about how worship has sort of changed, you know, people's lives? You're hearing amazing kind of stories that have happened over the last few weeks or previous.
Yeah, no, completely. I mean, you know, writing these songs as well, that it was, you know, my head was very much thinking, right, what is that 15-year-old teenager going through, you know, when they're coming into this? So, and I think the things we're seeing happening at Worship at Soul Survivor is, we've seen some incredible things happen with healing this year, especially, that lots of people have come forward saying, you know, I've felt this warm feeling happening in somewhere that was hurting in my body, and it happened, you know, during the worship, and then as we prayed to go on and on, it got healed. You know, we saw a lady walk out of a wheelchair. She's been in a wheelchair for 5 years, told she could never walk again. She got up, walked up on stage, walked back off, and then ran down the aisle. And it was like,
that's amazing,
unbelievable. And you know, another lady had no nerve feeling in her hand, and now she's able to completely clench her hand. She was about to have an operation to have it all fixed, and she doesn't need that anymore. She's got it all back. So, and it's crazy that this stuff is happening as we worship God and as we welcome the presence of God in that place. And I think that's the thing Mike is really encouraging us to just enter more and more.
It's great. And quickly too, I mean, you guys also like to have a lot of fun, and each year there's sort of a fancy dress theme. So what's this year's theme, and what have you gone as for fancy dress?
So this year's theme was the Nativity. So Beth Croft and Andy Croft have just had a baby as well. So it's their little baby Josiah is baby Jesus in the Nativity, and I was a shepherd, and all the band was sheep. So I came on with a nice little staff and
Brilliant.
ushered them on. Mike Pilavachi was King Herod. So we had lots and lots of fun.
Love it. Tom, thanks very much for sitting in with me today.